Welcome once again to BCHS.TV. We're a very special show today with Coach Amy Tinsley, the head coach of the JV Bradley Central Bearettes, who currently are ranked number 2 in the state for the varsity. Rivals, or Max Preps has them ranked number 1 in the state, unbeaten, 18-0, taking no prisoners at this point in the season. Amy, welcome to the show. Haven't had you on in a while, but first, let's let you introduce who you brought with you today. A couple of Bearettes.
I have a couple of Bearettes sophomores. I've got Love Howard and Malia Wilcox.
Malia, how long have you been playing basketball? When did you start playing? How young were you? Probably
I was in second grade when I started playing.
Second grade. Have you not grown any since then, have you?
No.
No, you're small. You're the fastest girl on the team from what I see. And you're very capable of running the point. You can shoot the ball, whatever. Do you play any other sports here at Bradley?
I run track.
What events in track do you run? Long or sprints? Or?
I run sprints, and I do 100, 200, 4x1, and 4x2.
Oh, do all that good stuff, huh? How about you, Love? You play any other sports here at Bradley Central?
No.
No, just basketball dedicated, huh? Both are sophomores, so Amy, you've got a young group there, and one of the things, we've talked about this off the record there, you don't have as many girls on your team this year, and we've got some really good young freshmen came in this year that ordinarily you'd have, but their talent, skills, whatever, had them bumped up to the varsity with these girls here, so you're sort of not down and out, but you don't have as deep a bench and stuff as you would like to have it, I guess.
That's right. We're on JV. We're dressing eight girls, and you're right. Our varsity's pretty young. I mean, we're starting as 2 sophomores and a freshman. So, would I like to have them playing varsity so I can beat people pretty bad? Yes, but I understand why they're starting and they're playing a lot, and we take what we have and we make the best of it. So our girls play hard,
Yeah. Well, we got a game coming up, varsity matches tonight. You have a girls game tonight with Cleveland High?
We do. We start at 3:30 tonight.
3:30 girls JV, boys JV, and 2 varsity matches there. You can watch that here, by the way, on Bearettes TV, on Mix TV, and hear it on Mix 104 Radio tonight. And I always like to ask you this in front of your coach, Malia. What do you need to be better at?
Shooting.
Shooting. Okay, so right up, boy, you didn't hesitate there. You talking about long range shooting, or 2-point shooting, or free throw shooting, or shooting in general?
In general, I need to score more.
Well, but the position you'll play for the most part, when you come in, you're running the team, because you're used to relieving Sloan Carpenter, who's one of the best point guards we've had in a long time, as far as ball handling and all that. But they're not looking at you to score a lot, but obviously it's nice when you can. But in your mind, you'd like to be a better shooter when you do shoot, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand that. And Love, what would you like to be better at?
I would say not having as many turnovers.
Okay, well, ball handling. Yeah. All right. And one of the things that coaches always harp on is communications. Or you both left on the floor now. At point guard, you've got to be. You have no choice, because you're getting placed on the bench, you're calling plays, and you're trying to get everybody in position and so forth. So Love, when I'm around her, she's very, very quiet and sits there and smiles all the time.
You haven't seen the best version of Love then.
Well, I'm not sitting around her as much as you are. So.
I think both these girls are really good communicators, which is, I love. They're both vocal. They're both leaders for our JV squad, for our freshmen. So, she's a dog on defense. Back when I played, if Malia was guarding me, I wouldn't like it. I mean, she gets after people. So that's one of her best qualities. She's going to attack. So. In Love, one of her best assets is driving the basket. She's very good with her right hand taking inside, and we've asked her to play the post. She's kind of an undersized post, but that's the position we need her to run. So both these girls have done a very good job for us on JV.
And they're both young. They may grow some more too. You never know. You talked about Malia being a tenacious on defense. On the radio, and I call her a pest. So she's like this gnat that just won't go away. You keep swatting, trying to get rid of a bug that's bothering you, and she's like the bug that won't go away. But that's a good thing,
It's a really good thing.
That's what you want in defense. Sometimes you get a little bit over-aggressive and get in foul trouble, and you react and jump back like you can't believe they call a foul on you. We laugh about that on radio too,
Malia's got one speed, and there's no other speed. So there's times that I look at her and I'm like, Malia, are you okay? You need a break? And she always tells me no, but then you can see it at some point, like, we got to give her a breath, because she will play until she about passes out on me. So
yeah. Well, that leads me into another question. What about what is your role on the bench as assistant coach? You're assistant to Jason Reuter, and you sit right there very close to me, and I see you hollering and saying things and doing. Are you helping him get subs in, or if you see Malia out there, hey, she needs a break or whatever, are you trying to help him control the flow of the game, or what is your duty exactly?
I mean, Coach Ritter controls his own subbing, but if I see a player, they know if they get tired, they need to get my attention, and I'm going to go to him. And really, my role on our varsity team is team psychologist. I'm the positive person. I try to keep everybody in good spirits and playing hard and playing together and trying to be upbeat. And Jason's going to coach them hard, and that's his style, and it's worked for us pretty darn well. His last 12 years, I believe.
13th.
13th year, okay. So I think Freeman and I, we all have our roles, and mine is just to be Mama Bear and keep these girls playing hard and together. And
well, I make some notes before we come to these interviews. Right there it is, mother hen. Are you the mother hen of these baby bears? Bearettes, you call them sometimes. Let me ask you this. We hadn't met since the Christmas break. How did you enjoy the holiday, the trip over to Charleston, South Carolina?
Oh, it was fun. I got to room with her and Harmony, so
Goodness gracious.
it was wild.
Did you get to see some historical things over there when you were there during the day, or were you busy playing basketball the whole time?
Playing basketball the whole time. But we went to the beach. It was cold, though.
Yeah.
But it was nice.
Well, it's nice to get away. And, I hope you realize how blessed you are, because there's not a lot of schools that do the trips that we've done here. Arizona to Florida to Charleston and so forth. And it's sort of a tradition for the Bearettes. Maybe not every year, but at least while you're in the Bearette program there, you're going to have a really good trip somewhere. And because you're going to see places and go places you've never been your whole life,
I think we have two objectives going off to places. One, we want to try to get really good teams to play against us. Just try to find some good competition. And number two, they get a few days of team bonding just to get away. And Coach Ritter said over and over again, we've never taken a team that we've had problems with, away from school. And our girls are always well behaved and respectful. And this year's no different.
Well, I was telling some boys earlier, I was interviewing him, I said, even though you're not playing, not wearing that uniform, you're representing Bradley Central. And your behavior out in public, whatever it may be, wherever you may be, even out of town, you're reflecting on the school. And I know with Bearettes, you don't have to worry about things like that. Don't worry about grades, because it's just expected. If you're a Bearette, you're going to make good grades. And boy, the GPA that you have every year, we hear that, it's phenomenal there. What are you trying to achieve at this time of the year? We're 18 games into the season. We've got like 10 regular season games left. From your point of view, what are the Bearettes working on, I guess, this time of year?
With the varsity team, I think it's Jason's got a tough job in trying to get our players mentally ready to get up and play every game. Because if we go into a game knowing we're going to win by 30 or 40, it's hard to challenge them. And he keeps them humble at practice pretty well, and keeps that winner's mentality. He doesn't want them to rest at all.
Right.
So I think that's his toughest job this season, is to try to keep them motivated to play each game like it's their last.
Yeah.
So, tonight on JV, we lost. We stumped our foot over there, and we lost over there. So tonight we're looking to get some revenge
Got a big
on
game
that
tonight
loss.
with Cleveland High School, and the varsity match, that's a big game for both teams there. Pretty much will seal the district if we win that one tonight. And, of course, Cleveland like to win to stay in the hunt there. So there's a lot going on there. How is a team playing as a group, the varsity I'm talking about now, which involves these girls here? Is the chemistry there, girls? Are you guys tight, close-knit? Is there any, cat fights in the background we don't know about? Or
No. We have our little arguments here and there, but
of course.
It's like a sister bond. Like, we're really close.
Yeah.
And like every new group that come in, or freshmen, we get really close as sisters.
Well, it's like a family, you can fight with each other, but then you protect each other too, though, when it comes to anybody outside tries to butt in there.
One thing I love about this year's team is they're so competitive. And at practice, they will about kill each other to not have to, we call it 11, just down the floor and back. So every drill we do, there's a winner and a loser. And so they will kill each other to not have to run down and back. And I'm like, is that not right? Okay.
Yeah, kill this.
But then we walk off the floor, and it's like they're one big happy family again. So I love their competitive spirit, and I mean, most of our practices are tougher than our games. You know, that's just how Coach Ritter wants to make it for them.
Well, I've heard people, they come to me and say, boy, he's hard on them girls in practice. He's hard on them in the game. They make a mistake, he brings me out. I said, check his record. See, when's the last time you won a state title? When's the last time you've even been to state?
I think he expects perfection, knowing that he'll never achieve it, but, you know, the goal and the expectation's there. Am I right, girls? You know, we have goals every game to meet, and so.
Not every girl can be a Bearette, that's for sure.
That's
and
right.
The ones that do make the team are very special girls, and we appreciate you girls being here today. Love Howard, Malia Wilcox, and of course, Coach Amy Tinsley. We've known her, an old Bearette, not old, but a former Bearette.
Pretty old.
Former Bearette, you know, played back for Paul Cretton.
I did.
Back in the day. But
Yep.
Thank you girls for being here today. Good luck tonight. Let's get a win. And now we've got Howard on the road Friday. Then we got LFO here Saturday. The team we played last year, and I think the only games they lost was one to us in the regular season.
And they're undefeated going into this game, as long as they stay true this week.
Oh, wow. Well, bring
It'll be
them
a battle
on,
of
then.
undefeated again. So.
That'd be fantastic there. All right, we're going to wrap it up for now, and we'll do it again sometime down the road here in the future. Till next time, God bless, and go Bearettes.